What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Ghost of Yotei. Oh my god. I've been spending most of today, well, not most of today, I've spent a chunk of today wrapped up in blankets, trying to get my body temperature back up. I've been freezing my ass off out in my garage. Anybody wants to ask, well, AJ, why were you out in your garage if it was so cold? We've had this stray cat. We had a stray cat in our garage a while back that had kittens. You know, we tried to get the cat and the kittens. You know, we tried to bring them in. We tried to, get them and, rehome them. That didn't work out. The mother cat and all the other kittens, eventually they grew up and just kind of left. But one of them stuck around, and we've been trying to gain its trust, try and bring her inside.
Sometimes I wish I had company other than my own thoughts.
All that.
When people open their mouths.
And the temperature dropped
really
early this morning.
And
the cat just, was sitting around meowing, and so we brought some food out. So I was kind of just staying in the garage, just trying to see if I could kind of coax her over to. Just trying to coax her over and see if I could, maybe get a hand on her, bring her inside, we could get her warmed up, and didn't work out, sadly. She's a cute little cat, cute little calico. I'm just trying to make friends. Not human friends, but. And if anybody would say, AJ, you have like 5 cats in your house right now. Why do you want another one? I consider it's almost like 5.5. I mean, we feed the cat and everything,
Come.
So you might as well bring it inside. I love cats. What can I say?
Clan Matsumai checkpoint.
But yeah, so I've been hanging out in my garage today, trying to bring in the cat. Holy shit.
Too proud to see what's really going on.
My body temperature is, I think, still really low.
I walk among us, child.
Masks to ward off demons.
But which demons? The ones torching the plains? Or the ones buried within? With old Saburo's masks, maybe you can keep both at bay.
You said someone's setting fire to Ishikari Plain?
The Oni and his raiders, of course. I make masks for those who wish to protect themselves from such demons. You could purchase one now for the journey ahead. Or visit me later at the Oni's Breath Inn.
I do not like
All yours.
the style of Japanese masks. I really do not.
Eyes peeled.
Mostly just because I find them creepy.
You'll have to settle for coin.
Coin will bring kindness to my belly. Thank you,
Like,
stranger.
I get it. They're traditional and everything,
Stop right there.
I've
but
business
it's
in
just
Ishikari
stylistically, I have never been a fan of those kind of
Plain. I'm willing
masks.
to pay.
And I am willing to let you walk away. Do not make me regret it.
Who would have a permit?
Trouble at the gate, stranger. I can help. I don't think that samurai enjoys his post, but he is making the most of what little power he has.
By being an ass.
Hard times make for hard people. But you showed me a kindness, so it's my turn to do the same.
How did you get a permit?
I ran a lumberyard before the Oni drove me off my land. There's nothing left for me in Ishikari Plain, but I sense there is for you. Good luck, stranger.
Told you, travel is restricted to Ishikari Plain.
Yeah, I know, but I stepped over there, talked to that guy, and now I magically have a permit. I know. Who
Wait
would have
here.
guessed?
I have to verify its authenticity.
Clearly, it's not authentic. I mean, that's just like that's the same logic as, you know, I broke line of sight, so immediately the guard just thinks, oh, well, I guess they left.
Everything's in order.
Hold it.
You forgot this? Without it, I would have to arrest you.
I don't understand that one little interaction, and and this might be me being just reading something into that. Just his tone of voice when he hands her that pass. It didn't sound like he was trying to.
Quick way to not get paid.
It didn't sound like he was trying to go. Trying to like be wary of her, think that she has ulterior motives or something like that. That wasn't the tone of voice I heard in that statement. It was, you know, oh, you wouldn't want to leave without this. It seemed like he was trying to hit on her more than be like, I don't trust you, mercenary. And if you know what who this character really is, that we'll find out in probably about 10 minutes.
Fell to the Oni raiders.
It's gross if he was trying to hit on her.
Reinforcements were scheduled to arrive this morning.
I think I might have given away the ball game, but
Bad sign.
I thought it was a good
My men
reveal.
will stay here until support can arrive. I'll search for the missing samurai. You, with me.
It's my habit to get paid for one job before starting the next.
And it's mine to arrest wanted outlaws using fraudulent papers to sneak past a checkpoint.
Again, does it sound like he's hitting on her?
If you are.
Like, I'll let you by if you touch it. I just, you know, it's almost sensual the way he was talking. I might be totally misreading that. You know, it might just be me. It might be and I will totally sit and accept that this is an AJ get your mind out of the gutter situation. But I'm just so curious if anybody else hearing his dialogue there also hears it. It's creepy. Yeah, I said he's like hitting on her, but it's almost like he's trying to set up some sort of like
If an official permit was issued to the Onryo,
some sort of like quid pro quo
even at the edge of the world.
sort of thing. I just
He has declared war on Clan Matsumai. The raiders who attacked are his.
Explains the masks. Is
The
that...
armor of fallen samurai. The Oni raiders do everything they can to mock us.
Well, I don't think that's mocking you.
Dead
That's
horses
more,
stand onto my banners.
it's done more to unsettle you, to instill fear.
Check the bodies. What do you see?
It's like, taking out an enemy outpost and
Plenty
then
of high ground surrounding a choke.
putting an enemy head on a
Friends
pike.
rode right into a trap.
It's done to scare and intimidate.
The horses can't be the only casualties.
If the samurai survived, there should be footprints. If they're dead, blood, drag marks.
And let's hope for footprints.
Over here, footprints. One group was leading another. Do the Oni raiders take prisoners?
Whenever they can. The Oni likes to humiliate his victims before putting their bodies on display. We need to hurry. Do well on this job, and I'll put in a good word with my commander.
I prefer money to words, even good ones.
A requisition with Clan Matsumai comes with many benefits.
And orders.
Are you from Ezo?
What's with all the questions?
You just remind me of someone.
You're not my type.
That's not... Never mind.
Again, I mean, even Atsu might be hearing it, given that line.
Stay low and ready your sword.
It also makes you want to go back in this day and age. Were women allowed to have a type? I thought marriage was a little bit more of a transaction. Okay, moving on from that disturbing thought that I just said, the traditional underwear. What are those called? They're called a is it a fujoshi? I think that's what it's called.
Wait!
And that might not be what it is, and I might be thinking that might be getting the word wrong. Give me a second as I Google. Yeah, I have no idea why, because it's like that's a female otaku. Where was I? Why did I think that was the term for that? Yeah, it's specifically used for characters who are into let's just say BL, if anybody knows what that is. I don't know why I was getting those two terms flipped around.
These men deserve a proper burial.
Okay, I know why I got those words mixed around.
You did everything.
It's a fundoshi. Fundoshi. They sound similar,
I'll see if these
very
bastards have
different
anything to
meanings.
Forgive me.
Wait, as soon as I said it, I was like, that sounds right in my head, but for some reason I have a feeling that that what I said was something else.
Eat people. Salmon. If I cook it enough, we shouldn't get sick. Just need a campfire.
So yes, I can confirm that the traditional underpants that they were wearing, which still just makes me chuckle, just because it's it's just like a wrapped loincloth with a fun little bib. That's called a fundoshi. I was very wrong. Well, I'm saying very wrong. Just because what I said and what a fundoshi is, I think, are very different. But same concept. Or similar sounding words. There we go. That's the way to say it. This is back when I was still really bad at making fire. Just because, like, I was like, how much like sparks or whatever do I have to put onto the kindling? And it's not much. This game, there is a lot of required fire making in this game. This odd question to you guys: do you guys like the gyroscopic shit in with the PS5? Like, I don't. To me, it's unnecessary.
Hope you like salmon.
I've never been a fan of it. It just feels like a gimmick that it serves no real purpose. It's like motion controls. I'm generally just not a fan. It's I don't know, personal taste.
Where did you get that
It's
sword?
also not a
Off a dead man.
yeah. You don't scrape back and forth to sharpen a blade. Like, I know that it strokes, I believe, from the
Don't lie to me.
from the base down to the tip of the sword. You don't go shh 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 shh.
He was my father's.
That's bad for it.
Atsu. It's me. You don't recognize your own brother. It's really
How are you alive?
A samurai found me and nursed me back to health. Atsu, I thought you were dead. If I'd known you had survived,
I buried mother and father. And then I sat under the tree and waited for days for you.
It took weeks just to gain the strength to walk again, and then... I couldn't go back. I have never been back. But we are together now. I want to hear everything.
So, I actually didn't see that reveal coming until... I mean, I'm not going to say that came out of the blue for me, like, kind of like playing up to that point when I got here. Like, there were moments where I was like, like, what if Jubei isn't dead? Like, he somehow escaped. We just thought he was dead.
My sister was at Sekigahara. The battle to end.
And then and then this reveal happened to me like 30 minutes later. That was really funny to me. but I didn't catch that it's like,
I've
oh,
never
it's her
left as
brother until like
Nothing's stopping you.
that pause after she said it was his father, and I'm like, oh my god, that's him, isn't it?
My life is with the Matsumai clan.
What did they do to make you so loyal?
Fed me. Clothed me. Gave me the means to protect myself. And others. You must have belonged to a clan once.
Belonged? No. Get some rest.
That's alright.
I'll take first watch.
We're seeing here something that really kind of tears me a little bit on this performance. Look, I'm torn on... The thing I'm torn on is how Atsu responds to Jubei through a lot of this. I mean, where it ends, because of where their relationship ends at the end of this chapter, I think it works. It works really well because it's kind of her slowly coming to terms with her brother being actually alive. And, you know, it's this questioning of, like, how much to trust him. I just feel that at times she throws it in his face a little too much, that he didn't go back, that he seemed to try and move on, that he... Well, she's still so stuck in the past. But I guess in a way you could make an argument that that is... That it's not necessarily angry that he moved on, it's that he was able to move on, where she's so stuck in what happened and bound on revenge, and he seems to not want that.
I thought you left.
You could make arguments for it being
I'll escort you into Ishikari Plain.
a whole lot of different emotions. It's just, I feel that she goes a little too hard on him. I'll phrase it like
They would
that.
accept someone like me?
I'll vouch for you.
You don't know me.
And maybe I'm totally off. You know,
Yotei
maybe you guys will, you know, disagree with me as we play farther into the chapter. But that's been my take on their sort of their relationship. In the long run, though, I do think it is handled well. I like the storyline.
So what? We just go our separate ways?
Though I will say when you know the face tracking, when you know they had those long pauses of, you know, Jubei, you know, where where he's just pausing for a long time and then just Atsu, you know, and then she just stares back at him. Jubei's voice actor, like, they got a little bit more out of his face in that section, and it was well done. And then it cuts back to Atsu, and she just stares blankly into the screen. It's like, did you just shoot her up with paralytics before you did this, or did it? It's something I've noticed with a lot of female voice actors' face capture. And this might be an industry thing, and I mean, look, you saw it in Spider-Man 2, you've seen it in what they did to Laura Bailey in the sequel to Horizon, where it's almost they add a whole bunch of swelling to the female character's face, and, you know, you can make arguments, ooh, they're trying to make them less feminine, they're trying to do whatever. Which, again, it's always very interesting when you look at the actual voice actor, and then you look at the character. You're like, what? You know, you take a really attractive woman and then make it look like she's been punched in the face a lot, and then it looks like it's hard to get emotion out of the character. But looking at the voice actress for Atsu and then Atsu's character, they're very similar. Yeah, I don't know. I think there was just something up in the direction there that you just didn't, I think, get the facial reaction that they should have gotten out of it. And I know I'm bringing up the the cultural aspect of video games in the culture war. Ooh, they're making female characters ugly. Which, come on, after Veilguard, after Concord, after all this shit, and now people freaking, you're seeing the freak out after the new Tomb Raider got announced, where Lara's really fucking hot.
Watch those flames!
Though I will say to everyone who's like, "Oh my gosh, Lara Croft's hot again," I'm like, Lara Croft was really hot in the new trilogy.
You don't fight like a Matsumai dog.
You know, I thought in the 2016 trilogy, I thought she was really good looking. I mean, she's really good looking in this new one. I'm just saying, I don't think they ever made her unattractive. They're just going more for back to the short shorts, the cleavage and everything, the more traditional outfit, and I'm like, all right. Thank you, Jubei. I know how to fight.
Someone with your strength belongs with the Oni Raiders.
I'd rather die. Well, who's next?
I'll cut you down.
Taught you how to fight.
Anyone willing to teach me?
I mean, is the way she fights really that out of the ordinary? I mean, she's not... Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying, like, she's a piss-poor swordsman. I'm just saying she doesn't swing the sword like she doesn't know what she's doing.
If you know where he is, why not attack?
Because he has cannons and fortified walls, not to mention a small army. When we make a move, it must be done the right way.
But I also don't think that she swung the sword maybe as... trying to think how to say this. I don't think she swings it, though, like a man who was trained from a young age in traditional swordsmanship. Which, I mean, I guess she was,
The bridge is almost finished.
but she was trained in basics by her father at a very young age, and then kind of had to figure the rest out, where
Now you'll have a
Jin
few less
Sakai
bandits to
from
worry
the
about.
first game
My associate and I made sure.
was more like from youth to adulthood was taught the
His
sword.
long-lost sister.
She's a funny one. I'll inform Commander Wada of your arrival.
So, I'm your associate?
What did you expect me to say? I don't know you, remember?
You could have told them I'm the one who killed the snake.
To Clan Matsumai, this Onryo is just another outlaw. I need to report to Commander Wada.
Yeah, that's like saying,
Stay out
"Oh,
of
hey,
trouble,
here's my associate, who, by the way, is this known outlaw that we're looking for." That's a good idea. And I know that some people would say, AJ, you were giving Atsu some crap about being a little too harsh on Jubei, and then he throws that line out of like, we don't know each other, remember? To me, I understand his saltiness there, because he tried to reconnect. He wanted to reconnect, and then she just shoves him away. And I understand. I said that it feels that she, through a lot of this, is a little too harsh on Jubei and a little too not willing to see the other side. And in that moment, definitely Jubei was a little bit more, only seeing his side of things and not seeing maybe why this is hard for Atsu. But at the same time, I think I'm coming at this with the hindsight of the whole arc, where I still think that she, more so than Jubei, is a little salty about this, a bit of a bitch. But but again, it's understandable why she would be. Again, I think this is why I say I'm a little torn on this, and I really do think that they overall handle this arc very well. It's more just a small nitpick on my part, kind of like the facial capture for Atsu. I totally get where people were just like, because she's got this permanent scowl on her face and everything, and because people are, again, going back to what I was saying, I think people saw the scowl on the face and would going back to that culture war aspect. They saw the scowl on the face and everything and just went, oh, it's an unattractive woman and blah 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 blah. Where I sit and go, no, I think she is I don't think there's anything wrong with Atsu's character design. Again, you look at the voice actress, they're both, I think, pretty. It's just the direction they went with Atsu's character, where she is very angry and everything. So she's got this almost permanent scowl on her face. I think they could have did more, given her a little bit more broader range in terms of, again, acting with your face. But I think that's kind of my biggest thing. It's just in like certain scenes, it's just she either has a scowl or, again, it looks like they just shot her face up with paralytics before they shot the scene. I think that's my biggest frustration with it. But again, I'm getting into, I'm brushing up, saying I'm brushing up against topics, and then I'm just getting into these topics. I don't want to cause a big fight or whatever, but I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to transition into the end and not get people fighting in the comments. Whatever. All right, guys. I'm going to leave you all here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, the backup channel down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel, all that algorithm shit. I'll see y'all in the next one. But until then, guys, I'm out.